If you aren't new to the channel, you probably know I am a big fan of hydroponics. If you haven't ever heard of hydroponics though, this video is for you. Today you will learn everything you need to know. Welcome back to FreshKtown. Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil. Instead of soil, the plants are grown in a nutrient-rich water solution that provides everything they need to thrive. The concept of growing plants without soil isn't exactly new. Ancient civilizations like the Aztecs built floating gardens called chinapas where plants grew on rafts over lakes. And did you know? The famous hanging gardens of Babylon were essentially hydroponic systems. Fast forward to the 20th century, modern hydroponics as we know it began taking shape. Scientists started experimenting with soilless plant growth to study nutrient uptake. In the 1930s, hydroponics gained popularity after the system was successfully used to grow large-scale crops. Since then, hydroponics has advanced significantly, but it remains more of a niche method for agriculture today. So how does hydroponics differ from traditional soil-based gardening? The most obvious difference is the absence of soil. Instead of extracting nutrients from the soil, plants in hydroponic systems absorb them directly from the water. This results in faster growth and often higher yields because the plants have everything they need readily available and expend less energy searching for nutrients. Another key difference is control. In hydroponics, you're in charge of everything. The nutrient levels, the pH level, and even the amount of oxygen reaching the roots. This precision allows you to create a perfect environment for your plants, something that's much harder to achieve with soil. Now, if this all sounds way too complicated with nutrient-rich solutions, pH, oxygen, etc., it's important to add that hydroponics pretty much just means your plants' roots are in water instead of soil. The most basic form of hydroponics is filling a glass with water and letting plants grow out of that. I'm pretty sure most of you have propagated a plant by taking a cutting and placing it in water. In this case, you probably noticed that the plant kept growing after producing roots. If that's the case, congratulations, you've grown something hydroponically already. But back to the facts. What are reasons why we should consider implementing hydroponics for producing food? First off, it is very efficient when it comes to using water and nutrients. Since the water and nutrients are recirculated and aren't lost through runoff or evaporation, fewer inputs are needed to maintain healthy plant growth. Secondly, it can be space-saving. Hydroponic systems can be set up vertically to maximize the use of all available space. Benefit 3 is faster growth and higher yields. For example, in a study comparing soil-grown strawberries to hydroponically grown strawberries, yields were about 20% higher using the hydroponic system. Another pro is the lack of weeds that can influence plant growth. Without soil, there's less space for weeds to establish themselves, which reduces the need for constant weed control. But it's not all benefits. Hydroponics does have its downsides too. The first being high initial costs. Setting up a hydroponic system can be expensive. You'll need pumps, tanks, lights, and other equipment to get started, especially if you're looking to grow commercially and want full control over all specific factors. Another problem is the need for knowledge on how to run a hydroponic system efficiently. Managing a hydroponic system can be complex. You need to monitor nutrient levels, pH, and system functionality regularly. And since hydroponics is still a bit of a niche field, finding the right farm manager might be difficult. Problem number 3 is the dependency on power. Many systems rely on electricity to power pumps and lights, which makes them vulnerable to outages. Furthermore, it excludes some regions as potential locations for a system if they lack reliable electricity sources. Finally, there is the risk of disease spreading quickly within a system. In a hydroponic setup, water is shared among the plants, so any contamination can spread rapidly. On the other hand, as systems are usually set up in controlled environments, the risk of a pathogen finding its way into the system is low if the system is managed correctly. In conclusion, hydroponics is an exciting and innovative way to grow plants that offers incredible potential for feeding the world sustainably. It's efficient, space-saving, and can produce amazing results. But like anything, it's not perfect and comes with its own set of challenges. That's it for today's video. If you have any questions or thoughts about hydroponics, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you learned something new, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, keep on growing. Peace.